It'll be one to go this time by. Coming to the green, buddy, coming to the green. Let's go get him. Go, 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 go!
Get your motor running. Head out on the highway.
Next, we will hear from Claire Lang with XM Satellite Radio.
Thank you. My question is that fans called in and said, why not drag tires around the track? They would have been up all night if you could run cars around the track. Is there anything that you could do overnight or could have done to get the track to come in and rubber in and still not have had a problem?
Claire, I think when you look back on the weekend, you know, our Goodyear did and followed suit in their tire tests in April, like they have the past 2 or 3 years. And we know that it takes the track a while to rubber in. And you know, and so our best guess at it, or Goodyear's best guess at it, was going to take the same path that it did in previous years. And it looked like it was headed in that direction on Friday. Friday was not much different than past Fridays in Indianapolis, but Saturday it didn't rubber in, and you know, we were left with tires that only lasted 10 laps. Now, when you know, the fans that wrote in and said, you know, why didn't you drag tires? We didn't realize until race time that the track wasn't going to be in tip-top shape at lap 40 like it was a year ago. But at the end of the day, when you look at it, we ran a 400-mile race there with 43 competitors, and at the end of 400 miles, the track wasn't even rubbered in. So I don't think there was anything that we could have done, given the circumstances, that could have gotten us over the hump and got the track rubbered in. It never did all day on Sunday.
We'll now hear from Jim Pedley with Kansas City Star.
Robin, do you think it's too late to adjust the test schedule for this current year? You've mentioned Kansas. Could you schedule some kind of a test at Kansas before that race?
When you look at the racetracks, there's a lot of them that are very similar. You know, we had Chicago, that we just had a great race there. We've had you know, race at Charlotte and Atlanta. So I think when we move forward, we've got one more test left that would be at Charlotte before the end of the year. So I think we should be in good shape as far as the testing goes. You know, and we have added a test this year. We added the spring Charlotte event in hopes that was going to help all of our 1.5 to almost 2-mile racetrack. So next year, you know, it'll be a different set of circumstances, and the test policy will be a little more wide open, and where teams can hit the places that they need to hit. But right now, we're not going to change where we're at.
We'll now hear from Terry Blount with ESPN.com.
Robin, I wanted to ask you, there's been some talk about, you know, Goodyear possibly making a radical change to a wider tire, a taller tire, like that. That even press room in Indianapolis. So my question is that possible without changing the car and the body of the car? I mean, is there a much tire made without forcing a change to the car?
I'm going to answer that the best I can, Terry. Your phone was breaking up. We had a bad connection there. But, you know, we're working with Goodyear, and as far as evaluating a wider tire, a tire that's a larger circumference, that allows it to have more, a larger volume of air in there, and it helps its durability. I think part of your question was about the tire width and size versus the body. I think I got that out of it. But you know, if we come to a place that Goodyear needs to be to make their tires better, help the performance of the cars, help you know, the driver feel, you know, as far as the body goes and the sheet metal, you know, those types of things can be changed in a matter of days or weeks or months, you know, with proper planning. So, you know, we're looking at some different things with Goodyear, and we'll follow their lead on what they need to help the performance and durability of their tires.
We'll now hear from Dustin Long with Landmark Newspapers.
Yeah, Robin, I had a couple things, and wanted to ask you just, you talked about moving forward. What does that mean? What kind of things will you start doing from this point on?
Well, moving forward, I don't know what specifically you're getting at, but I think that until we get through a full round of testing and at least a full round of races on this car, I think we have to go and probably go to the extra measure of, I think it refers to the fact that we thought Indianapolis was going to take a normal path for us like it has in past years. I think what we'll have to do is just is put the extra effort forward and make sure that we do get everything covered as it relates to what we're all talking about today is tires and car, and and I think it's the test policy moving forward or next year will be a little bit more liberal and will help us do that.
We'll now hear from Wendy Venturini with Speed TV.
Hi, Robin. 8 years it's been building, researching, and developing the car of tomorrow. Where was Goodyear in all the process? How involved did you guys let them get?
Well, Goodyear's been involved right along. I mean, their tire test, they've been running load sensors at all their tire tests and comparing last year or the old car compared to the new car. So they've been getting plenty of information on what it takes to develop a tire that's a little more durable and will handle the loads. But when you look at Indianapolis, it's the car loads up a little bit harder on the right-hand side, but in Indianapolis the tire handled the loads. The tire just could not handle the wear rate, and that's a little bit of a different situation.
And we'll now hear from John Morris with NASCAR Media Group.
Hey, Robin, just two quick things. Ultimately, was it a lose-lose situation in regards to fans? When you guys throw the competition cautions, they don't like that racing. If you guys were to let them race and blow tires, again, they'd be upset with that.
Repeat the question again.
Regarding the competition cautions being thrown, if you guys throw the cautions, the fans are upset. If you don't,
right,
and tires get blown, the fans are upset at that as well.
Yeah, I mean, our goal. I mean, we have to run the race, and we have to run the safest race possible. And when we're in situations that we think we have to take control under an adverse set of circumstances, that's what we do. At the end of the day, it's about safety. And I think that if we allowed the race to just run and have a caution fall naturally every time somebody had a tire issue or whatever it wound up being, I think you would have wound up with more cautions. You'd have probably wound up with more caution laps just to clean up the debris, as you've seen from Matt Kenseth's car and the extra debris that came from that and Juan's car. So to get ahead of it and to have the safest race possible, we had to take control and we had to do what we did and let them run 10 or 11 laps at a time and let the caution fly.
Well, now